Good Monday morning, everybody. Halloween morning. Welcome to Daytime Tri-Cities. I'm Amy Lynn along with Chris McIntosh, starting our trick-or-treat holiday. One of my favorites.
I cannot wait because there's going to be plenty of candy around my house tonight.
Do you buy extra so you make sure that
we
you
had a trunk and treat last night at our church, so we went over there and we took 3 humongous bags. We had like 2 handfuls left when it was all
wow,
said.
So it was a very successful trunk or treat.
Oh, lots of kids, lots of kids.
A
Yes.
lot of kids took advantage. Halloween this year was the holiday that kept giving. You know, sometimes you only get 1 or 2. This time you had, some people celebrated last weekend, then you had all of this weekend, and then guess what? Today's like a bonus day. Today is the actual holiday, and so certainly a lot of events going on, a lot of neighborhoods trick-or-treating.
Yes, absolutely.
Still some trunk-or-treats tonight. I know the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office has their
They got
big
one
event
going from
tonight.
5 to 8 o'clock. They told me they spent over $10,000 to get candy.
Yeah, and do you know where that money comes from?
What?
The Southern Justice Program, too. They use a lot of that money
They got some donations, too, so that's great.
Isn't that cool? What a great opportunity. And
that's
of course,
a lot of candy. You could buy a lot of candy for $10,000.
I would think, but they have a lot of trick-or-treaters, and they like to
Exactly.
make sure that everybody gets, you know, their fair share. I always my favorite memory was when I got home from trick-or-treating, and I would dump out my bag, and it would make these big mounds, and then I would start going through what I wanted of my brothers and what I was going to trade, because I was not a big chocolate fan. I know that's crazy, but
really?
I never went for the candy bar. I always went for the candy.
You love Twizzlers today.
I love anything gummy, and my dentist knows. Yes, I still suffer from a lot of cavities, but I love anything chewy, gummy, Skittles, Starburst, Twizzlers. Yeah, so good.
See, I'm more like the Snickers, Reese Cups, Smarties. Smarties are a favorite.
We would do well to trick-or-treat together because afterwards we could trade.
Okay.
And we used to do that also with Easter. You know?
Ah, okay.
You know, Easter, you get your candy
You
in the
get your
morning. My
candy.
brother and I would go through the candy, and we would
I
switch
love
off.
those eggs.
The Reese eggs?
Well, I like the ones with the creamy filling. The Cadbury eggs, that's it.
But whatever you do tonight, have fun and be safe. And I
please be
can't wait.
safe,
Get all dressed up and wait for those trick-or-treaters and get your jack-o'-lantern ready. And, it's so much fun.
All right. We're going to have a lot of fun. But
We
you
are.
had a great time yesterday.
We had a huge weekend, and I want to thank everybody that came out. The Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk was a huge success. Founders Park in Johnson City. This is the 5th year from the event, and of course I was fortunate enough to get to MC the event again and welcome everybody there. And we did some warm-ups, and we had some amazing speeches, and then just the tailgating atmosphere. And of course, look at all of those walkers.
Over 3,000 people out there.
So many teams.
Yes.
Some were friends and family. Some were businesses that came together. Everybody was decked out in the power of pink. I tell you what, from head to toe. And some really neat things, too, for all of our survivors. And that was really neat to see as well.
So great to see those survivors out there taking part.
Yes.
I mean, they're just
goodness.
such an inspiration.
The passion that they had and just sharing their stories and seeing everybody come together. I mean, it was just such an incredibly special day. And of course, raising money for the American Cancer Society. And we know all the programs that they have here locally. We're just very blessed to have our local cancer office.
Absolutely, a lot of fun.
So yeah, and actually later on in the show, we're going to be talking to a doctor who's going to give us one last look, you know, at breast cancer awareness and some of the things that we really need to be aware of, and a special event that they're doing coming up later this week.
We're also going to take a look a little later on at my Real Men Wear Pink campaign. We finished that up as well. So Stephen's Pizzeria, a big help there.
Pink crust.
We're going to show you all about that coming up soon. But you know what I did Thursday night?
I heard that you had the best time Thursday night.
Thursday night was a lot of fun. I got together, the folks at ETSU, okay? They decided this year, everybody that bought season tickets for basketball, men and women, okay, they were going to hand deliver those season tickets to whoever bought them.
Oh, that is so great. Door to door,
the women's team,
huh?
the men's team, everybody got involved. Coach Forbes even dressed up in Halloween garb there. He looked like Jackie Moon from the movie Semi-Pro,
yes.
Will Ferrell's character. We had such a good time with these guys. And Peter Jerkin, that 7-footer there, little kids were asking him to touch the ceiling in their house because he could stand flat-footed and touch the ceilings in their home.
Goodness. And I bet the kids' faces when they opened up the doors just lit up. All of a sudden, here come these huge basketball players. But
season ticket sales have been just phenomenal for ETSU basketball. basketball. They're getting ready for such a big season, both the men and the women's program. It is going to be a big season for all of those teams.
I was going to say, and they're really talking about some very successful seasons as well.
Absolutely, and they're going to be there in Freedom Hall. Freedom Hall's got their renovations done. It is going to be such a great atmosphere for ETSU basketball this year.
Absolutely. I tell you what, the atmosphere is also so pretty right now when you look outside and all the trees and all the colors.
Yes.
We decided to take a little road trip. Went up to Boone, North Carolina, to one of our favorite places. It was the last weekend for Tweetsie Railroad. So we took Eli for the first time over there to Tweetsie. And this theme park is just so special. He loves trains. He got to feed the goats.
Look at the goats.
He got to see the llamas and go to the petting zoo. And then, of course, he got to ride his first big horse, his Western. We weren't sure about the pop guns. John thought he was ready for his first gun. But we instead went for the train whistle and then the cute hat that he got to wear. But,
very good.
Oh, my goodness, had the best time. And, of course, we left. But then that night was the last night of the Halloween festival, and they had the ghost train.
Ooh.
Which
that would
is
be fun.
so much fun.
Yes.
So they are now closed for the season, and they'll reopen for their big season, which they're celebrating a huge anniversary. And we're hoping to do some really special things with Tweetsie coming up next year.
All right. And talk about some special things. One of the special things that we do every year, we take part in, is the Angel Tree. And the Angel Tree's coming up, but they need to have more. If you know of a child that's 12 and under that would be a good match for the Angel Tree, then you need to get that name and the information to the Salvation Army office here in Johnson City at 204 West Walnut Street tomorrow and Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. They're signing people up to be on the Angel Tree, and that's so very important. We want to make sure that everybody has a great Christmas.
Yeah, and of course, if you know of a family that might be struggling, this is a good opportunity to sort of get their name in, because we know that there are so many people that struggle this time of year. We want to make sure everybody has a Merry Christmas. We've got to get through Halloween. We've got Thanksgiving covered on the show today, and we're going into Christmas. We're doing it all in one fell swoop.
The holiday season, taking you right up through the end of the year.
Woo! Hey, we have a big show. We've also got our friend Kara here from the animal shelter. We've got a little furry friend, Tricks and Treats, coming up today.
And we're going to tell you about some healthy Halloween treats as well in our kitchen with Elizabeth Hall from Food
Healthy Halloween? I've never seen those kind of
Well,
things.
we're going to have a little candy in there, but mostly healthy.
Everything in moderation, folks.
Everything in moderation.
But right now, be sure to stay tuned for our daily Pledge of Allegiance. It is brought to you by Bachman Bernard. Today's Halloween pledge comes from Carla Shoemaker's kindergarten class at Boones Creek Elementary School.
Food City is the premier sponsor of Daytime Tri-Cities.